So I'm doing a video on St John's Church. It's pretty much hidden by the Park Hill or Hyde Park flats, whatever they're called. Got more of these 1950s, 60s flats surrounding the church that will once have stood above everything around here. We're just a little bit on these flats. We made a big mistake in the 1950s and 60s putting people in them, but they did have massive green areas around them. And now what we're doing is we've gone tenfold, actually packing people into Sheffield city centre with hardly any green space, just these really what I call pathetic pocket parks. So when you look at the old videos of Sheffield back in the 1970s when they were showcasing the park, the high rises, there was so much green space around the high rises. People have been in back-to-back terraces, and by putting them in high rises they created all this extra green space for people to go in. As you can see, you've got flats on that side, flats on the other side, but this is what I've come to show you. St John's Church. It's pretty much hidden nowadays. Well, it's probably been hidden since the 50s and 60s. I think the Hyde Park flats towered right behind here at one bit. I think they may have been over there because I think I've seen a picture of it. Could be wrong. But let's focus on what I came to show in. This is this church. More for people like Dave Ebony and Miss Havisham. It's not the best looking church I've seen. But I did get contact from somebody. I'd done photos of the church because I used to do blogging, and they asked if they could use my photos, and I've got no issue with that. I think they're trying to entice somebody to come here as a new rector or whatever they call them. Let's just get a bit of a view up there on that top. Now I just noticed my microphone's not plugged in. I'm using the one on the actual video cam, so I don't know what it's going to sound like at the start of the video as I now swap over. So we're around the back end of the church with my external microphone now plugged in. To be honest with you, it looks pretty grim to me, this church. And they've added some sort of 1960s structure on here. So I'm not sure what this was. Is this a church hall or what? Just see if I can find anything around the corner. As you can see, it's still a going church. One thing I've actually noticed in the graveyard is there's not many graves. So you can see around the edge, got all these gravestones. You've got the odd gravestone in the middle, but it looks to me as though the graves are being dug up again. Just come back round to the front before I just complete this. But it certainly looks like a 19th century church to me, this. There's not anything really that wonderful about the architecture. That's the best they can do, really. But looking at either side, some of it looks quite a lot older, so I don't know if there's been some sort of additions to this church. You can see this sort of stuff. Bit of a memorial cross here, but it's a nice open space here. I don't know whether this was the graveyard originally. It's had the graves took out, I don't know, and then they've created a park area. That's a quick update of St John's Park Church, they call it. You're all welcome on Sundays if you're religious. That's a quick update from Sheffield.